Hello and welcome to the Good Talk, where we talk about the game we just played, do a recap, and answer your questions. Whew!
Heck yeah, man. That was a fun game.
That was just like old times, where we're like, we're just having a ball. We're just playing Warhammer.
We have too much fun sometimes.
Screwing around.
Yeah, screwing around too much.
Moving
Everyone's
models.
like, chat's like, what are you doing? Like, come on, dude.
Getting stuff
like,
wrong.
Just make the dice in the box. Stop missing. We had to take, I don't know if they caught you like picking up dice when we cut away, but we were on the floor.
I picked up a lot of dice. Yeah.
It needed to happen. Especially with Harlequin attacks. Like, dude, I was like running out of dice for sure.
We should have audio. I see somebody in chat saying no audio.
Oh.
We have levels.
Let's see. Anyone else know audio?
Yeah, let us know.
That would be embarrassing.
An issue.
I think we probably have audio.
I think we're good.
Yeah,
anyway,
let us know.
Maybe you're muted at home. Check your mute button.
Maybe.
But yeah, that was. Whew.
Yeah, that was a good game. I had a lot of fun. Classic close game. Nice. Okay.
People have audio.
Yeah. Awesome.
But it's like that was a classic, like me playing some dumb, slow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you, army rhyme. Just walk at you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I underestimated the dreadnoughts, man. I was like, oh, my haywire, they're gonna kill dreadnoughts all day, like one dreadnought per squad, man.
They super whiffed in the last.
When I needed them to hit, I was just like, oh my gosh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, did I just lose the incarn? Spoilers, guys. If you haven't watched it, make sure you go back. I was like, wait, you did how many wounds? 12 wounds? I was like so confused.
None of my dreadnoughts did anything in combat until that one guy was like, hold on. Boom! And then just kills the incarn in
like,
one shot. And then everything was back to the way it was before.
No. It's like nothing changed. Like turn 4 to turn 5, like everything was still there. You killed like one bike. I killed like 4.
Nothing happened at the end because we were both so out of gas.
Yeah.
It had that feel though of a game where it was like, even though Bridger is way up on points, it was like yours to claw back and win.
Right. I think we were definitely playing two different games.
Yeah.
You were more focused on the primary. I was being very reserved and didn't want to get hit by your hammer too quickly. I still needed to try for Stranglehold, but still, like, I went for like kind of the kill more, grind them down type of mindset. And it should have been just the coup de grace, like at the end there, but you know.
Can I ask?
The haywire.
5 points would have won you this game.
Yeah.
Is there a point during the game where you were like,
gosh,
if I had gone 5 more in primary?
Yeah.
I'd
So
have
much
won.
regrets.
Well, I mean, that's
including
not
just getting 0
because the primary on this mission is impossible.
Yeah. I mean, like if you just like didn't make a Fenrisian wolf charge at a deep strike,
Something
or
like
like,
that, okay.
or like if I just like stacked 1 point more than another, then I would have gotten those 5 points. But like I was trying to play reserved. I didn't want to like give you a turn 1 charge on those objectives. So yeah, I don't know.
Do you guys have MVPs?
I do.
We'll come back to you. Bridger, you got an MVP?
Why are you coming back to him? I gotta.
Bring it on back.
John struggled a little bit. Who's your MVP, John?
It's definitely not the haywire bikes, although they did a lot of mortals.
LVP?
Yeah.
Oh, I figured mine out. Y'all.
All right, back to you.
Y'all carried hard.
Oh my
He did
gosh.
more damage than anything.
When he just destroyed 2 of my characters, the troop master first, and I was like, I don't have rerolls anymore? Wait, what? I'm like strength 4 against all this T7.
And then he survived on 1 wound.
Crazy.
The incarn was like trying to chop 2 things at once, killed neither, chopped nothing. And y'all survived, and then mind bulleted your Shadow Seer.
Yeah. So many mind bullets, jeez. And like the Shadow Seer, Zach was saying this earlier, like he was pretty much out of the game. So many denies. Like I wasn't depending on any of those things happening, but like it just added up where like I'm just like, I should have done at least a few mortal wounds.
Space Wolves are like kind of good at
Yeah, they're
psychic,
kinda-
but they're not
I
that
realized
good at
that.
psychic. They're not supposed to be that good.
I mean, so he has 2 denies, which is rare. He has reroll denies on his datasheet, and y'all
Strong.
does, which is very good. And he has built-in +1 to deny,
Yeah.
which stacks with the Psychic Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has +2 to deny? That's really good.
I'm glad that we got to see Living Lightning though. That's like their like staple mortal wound power, and it's just like, I don't know. It should go off, but
It needs an update. Everybody else, like, has so much more mortal wound potential. And Space Wolves are like, we have one guy, and he's like gonna do a couple mortal wounds.
Right.
So watch out.
They used to have like frost bolts, I think, from like the planes that did mortals and stuff, but I don't know if that's there anymore.
Oh, right.
Is it? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
Storm Raven?
I know what you're talking
It had
about.
like a weird gun. Yeah.
Yeah, it used to have, or it used to like ignore invulns or
They're
something like that.
plane. They're like the
Yeah,
gunship.
it's like the special gunship with
Has a
like the
frost
main
gun.
cannon. Yeah, like the frost.
And that can
cannon
deal
or
mortal
something.
wounds, but it's like you get like one shot, and
Yeah.
you better.
It's just not
Make
good
it
in
count.
this edition. Yeah.
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 MVP?
MVP, I think it was just the troops in general. I think whatever they ran into with the rerolls, they just did the work.
So many attacks.
And you didn't have like a ton of little shots to whittle them down. Yeah, they survived with the 3-up invuln.
the turn they had a 3-up invuln, and I
Yeah.
bounced with everything.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. That was
Brutal.
good. Yeah, that was a clutch round where I just kind of, now that we traded and now I have OPSEC in the middle, it was feeling good. But yeah.
My LVPs were the 2 character dreads that died like jumps to me. Bjorn was totally my fault. I will take that one. Bjorn, you deserved better. I shouldn't have just put you in the front of my army in a forest and expected you would live.
I mean,
Murder
TA,
Fang?
like -1.
I have a bunch of mortals. I
Yeah.
could have kept him alive. But Murder Fang?
He got poked to death by a troop, right?
He just died instantly to troops.
Yeah, that's like how swingy the game was, though. Like, one, you would just like fail like all your saves, and then another, like, you would just tank everything.
And another, the Incon.
Yeah, the Incon just
taken
one
off the
shot.
table.
Like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
In my
What a
defense, he
game.
barely died.
Yeah.
He made 2 6s, feeling the pains. He died by 1 wound.
Yeah.
Should have made those, maybe. There's a chance.
Are we excited for mail?
Yeah,
yeah.
let's get into mail.
We have a
We have
few
2 from
boxes
Cobra.
here.
Let's do the 2 from Cobra first.
Is this also Cobra?
Yes.
This one?
I believe these are both
This
from
one
Cobra.
is definitely easier access here. He let us know that these were coming. Oh my gosh, it's like a package within a package. You
Double
wanna open that
package.
one?
Packageception.
This
Didn't open
one,
this one.
is definitely a shirt. Oh my gosh. This looks like styling.
Oh, maybe
Whoa.
this is my hand is not from Cobra. I think it is though.
Grey Knights?
Oh, it's for John.
What? Definitely.
Oh.
Yo, this is a great shirt. What can I say?
This package, just so you guys know, had another package on the inside.
Three packages deep.
It's a gift I keep giving.
It also just has names on it that are like.
kind of matches.
Something's kind of up. I don't know. This is a little weird. Okay, anyway,
You
we'll
might
keep
be
going.
trolling us.
Yeah.
This is a great shirt,
I hope
dude.
there's another package in here.
I'm like excited about this shirt.
John loves Grey Knights. Did you chose not to take Grey Knights to?
It was a really hard choice. So
tournament?
last weekend I played against Jesse, good friend, also plays Grey Knights. Is trying Sisters right now, and then I played against you. I went back and forth, played Drukhari, played Grey Knights, and I think I just landed on Drukhari just because they perform better.
That was not the game to base
Yeah, it's-
any decisions off of, but I understand.
Yeah, I played my Grey Knights against Bridger's Custodes with the Sisters, and man, he denied first 2 powers I cast, denied,
Yeah, you got.
and
Kinda wrecked.
immediately got charged by the bike captain.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was like.
by my librarian.
That was a
Librarian.
case of like haven't seen Sisters of Silence before.
But like,
Get wrecked instantly.
it's the
Re-rack
denies
the
are
game.
cool, but like, I don't know.
Because to explain what happened.
Yeah,
He put. Like I kind of exposed myself.
yeah. And I
he
was like,
put-
I got an angle. I can do crazy mortal
He
wounds,
pounced.
but like, I'm also in deny range.
And I did all my denies.
Yeah.
And he did nothing. And then his librarian was just behind 5 strikes.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. Karate
Paid
chop
the-
with Dreadnought.
Paid the price.
Yeah.
And he went for the trade by captain for librarian. Yeah, that
Good
was
trade
that.
for me.
Does that
I'm gonna put on my golden laurels. I'm wearing them backwards.
This
Turn
is
this around.
this is just ears, elf ears.
This is dope.
I think I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I'm doing it right. These are my golden laurels. Thank you, Cobra. This is for winning the TTT.
Oh, nice.
And I guess Cobra, thanks for more of these.
Hey,
More ears. Yeah, it's a
now
third
we
pair
have
of
ears
ears
for everyone.
because I didn't have a pair. Yeah, I think I had it right.
Oh yeah,
It
you
is this
did.
way. My golden
You have to
laurels.
wear that everywhere you go now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I go to Vegas, I should bring this. No?
Yes.
That was a
yes.
negative response.
Sorry, I saw my name in the chat.
Zach was not feeling it.
Time Watch?
Yeah,
Immediately change the topic.
Zach does not want me to wear these in Vegas.
No,
Yes, you should.
I won't be there.
And
While
actually, like
representing
if we
him.
go, we can like hang out at the Caesar's Palace, just hang out.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll just let
And
me
then
in.
like you'll just fit in.
Maybe,
You'll fit right in.
yeah, maybe.
I'll be
Maybe
like
that's
a
either going to be really good or really bad. to
fake
do that.
attendant.
What?
People might want to get their picture taken with you. And
Oh.
I'm talking about outside of.
Right. People who don't know anything about this channel will be like,
See you in that.
Yeah.
Get
They're like,
your picture
immediately
front.
wanna-
I have to wear a toga as well, though. Otherwise,
No, Bob's Burger
they're
sure,
probably
for
not
sure.
gonna. Probably not gonna want to.
If you wear a toga in that, I bet security will just tell you to buzz off.
All right, we have 2 Titan watch boxes.
You want to pass some?
What? You want me to pass? Zach, you got to put the ears on. Megan
Oh jeez.
requires.
we're good.
Oh, we have 2 more pairs. Is that
Yeah.
1 pair or 2?
No, there's
Oh,
2.
you got now. You get the.
Where are the? I mean,
the
I'll wear
ears,
these.
too.
But we need you with the ears on. Where did we put the rest of the ears?
We
were-
stored them somewhere.
No, we were messing around with them.
Oh, and then
I
so
think
we probably put them down somewhere.
yeah, we'll never find them. No, we'll find them. We will find the ears.
They might be in that little drawer right there, but
This?
I could be wrong. No? Yes?
No,
No, just kidding.
no. This has the Tau train that I sold Brian 5 years
You
ago.
have to be built.
Still in box, in the exact condition that I sold it to him.
How are we looking, guys?
Okay, I'm looking to see what
Or-
this is. I don't
should I open
see.
this?
I don't know if this is Titan Watch.
It's not.
I don't think so.
What could it be?
There is a letter.
There's a letter. We're gonna read that.
Oh,
Is
I
this-
think I know what that
Is
is.
this Star Wars?
Yeah. Okay. So we've now
we'll read it.
accidentally spoiled on accident. So
Uh-oh.
we got sent Star Wars. This will be part. We got sent a lot of Star Wars Legion, and it's awesome. And we thought it wasn't like it was too big to just do in mail time because we got sent 2 full armies and terrain. And by full armies, I mean the equivalent of like 3,000 to 4,000 point Warhammer armies.
Is this Windu? He looks like Windu. He's kind of
That's
far.
No.
Dooku.
Dooku. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
Dooku,
we were
yeah.
kind of excited for this guy
Yeah.
around
And
here.
so I've been like learning Star Wars Legion, and we're gonna do a video on like the army that we got sent because it's super awesome. It's amazing, and we're also gonna play Star Wars Legion at some point.
Okay, so I can read this real quick. Thank you, Tabletop Titans. Between the hundreds of hours of community and content you have established, I can't tell you how much you all have given to so many. It's easy to make jokes and write it off as you are all getting to do what you love, but at the end of the day, you all have established something special and unique, something positive and fun in a really troubling time in the world. I personally was struggling with a lot when you all announced your first TTT and haven't missed a game since. Usually not live, given that I sold my soul to work at Comcast. But I also have time to catch up. So many of us will never cancel that YouTube join. So many of us did day 1 just because of how great you are. Here's some obligatory levity after saying something in earnest. Please enjoy this quote from my wife, her. Oh, are you sending that thing off for that YouTube channel? You should write something clever to put in there with it. Don't just write what I said down. If you're going to be silly about it, at least plug your mini painting on Twitch and on YouTube, or put a business card in there. What are you doing? Why do you need your wallet for this? No, you can't put a business card for that AC guy that tried to sell stuff in there. He was a door salesman you spent an hour talking to on the porch about the new animals at the zoo. One of your, what are you typing? And then me, nothing. And then her, how are you, my best friend? I love you. I hope they like it. Very nice. The Twitch and YouTube are good enough painting. And please reach out. That's GOOD, good, NUF, and then painting. And please reach out. I want to paint craft more stuff for free for you guys. I'm on Discord. He has his Discord name here. I focus mainly on painting things for people who can't or don't want to paint their own things, but that still enjoy minis. Awesome. Super awesome. And I can say that like Count Dooku was, we were talking about the bad guys we had gone, the dark side, as they call them in Star Wars. The bad side. And we were saying that Dooku was one that we were like excited for some reason, that we didn't have.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm really confused as to what you're trying to say here.
He wanted to-
Did you have a conversation with somebody that wasn't me?
Yes.
And you're recounting that conversation to me as though I were part of it.
Well, I didn't just have a conversation with someone that wasn't you. They weren't John either. It was Adrian and Brian.
Okay, all right.
It was Adrian and Brian.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that's what Adrian, Brian, and I were saying.
Okay, is that we wanted Dooku. and now we
Dooku would
have
be
it.
cool, and now
Dooku's
here he
dope.
is. And I think we're excited for it.
I will probably play Dooku.
Yeah.
Although I've been told he's hard to
Ooh.
play, I'll play him anyway.
Just like any Christopher Lee character should be.
But I also want to play Grievous.
Well, we
yeah,
have him.
Grievous. That's why Grievous was in my mind.
We have Grievous, and it's going to be a tough call
Also
between
super
Dooku
cool.
and Grievous
yeah.
because they're both pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Okay.
Just like this model.
Oh, I should.
Yeah,
read
if
this
you want to
note.
read that, yeah.
It says okay to read on stream, so we're reading it. Greetings, Titans. I'm still new to the hobby, so I hope my contribution to the Titan Watch is up to par. These Grey Knights have decided to pursue their own personal crusade against the Tau Empire. Two warriors of unknown origin, known colloquially as the Piranha Hunters. They appear from the shadows to slay Xenos on their personalized land speeder when things are dire. They are feared by Space Marine and Xenos alike, only ever stopping to collect their grisly trophies. An extra huge thank you to Daminit for buying this model for me to kit bash and to paint. I love it when people help each other for Titan Watch. It makes me feel really good.
Yeah, this is a great model. It's a speeder, and I thought it was when I first looked at it, they were getting
they were
driven by fire warriors. And I was like, oh, that's their heads.
I wouldn't have been able to participate without their generosity. The community you have cultivated as creators is a beautiful one. It was my privilege to contribute to this epic army. Your friend, Fear, P.S., and Taro in control.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great
This is
model,
great.
man.
Yeah.
It's super clean. Great trophies. Oh my gosh. The shoulder pads are there on the side.
Yeah.
The helmets up on the top there.
I dig it.
It
great.
really comes together. It makes it look so much better. Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for us to get Titan Watch on the table, to get some games in.
Mm-hmm. Overdue.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming down the pipe. We have a lot planned.
It'll have to be a few games, right?
Oh, for
Like
sure.
and different like types of lists, just to get
It's
everything
going to
in.
be an extravaganza.
Yeah.
We have so much planned.
Awesome.
Well, we have a few questions, and then we have a bunch of, what are they called? Messages of renown.
No, nobody ever said
Is
that.
super.
I called them membership renewal
Oh.
chats.
For some reason,
MRC.
we're struggling to remember what these are called.
They're MRCs, membership renewal chats.
Chat, not joking. If you remember what these are actually called, please, somebody put it in here.
Yeah, please.
Keeps
Let us know.
driving me
They're
nuts.
MRCs.
But this is a normal super chat. Thank you, Timothy. Death Watch list.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yep. Aegis Captain, Beacon Bike Chaplain, Indomitor with Aggressors and Inceptors, Fortis with
Assault blasters.
Assault Blasters, 2 Proteus with Shotguns, Bikes, Vanguard Vets, 2 Redemptors, Apothecary, and Judicar, Storm Shield Company Vets. What do we think of this list?
It has everything that is good. I think
says
it's a very like
Yeah.
competitive list. Assault blasters might actually be.
Well, we think he needs Assault Blasters. That's not what he typed, Timothy. We can read that. I'm not going to. It feels odd the way you typed it. But
It's good. I mean, Apothecary, good pick. You have the Redemptors in there. Probably Plasma. Yeah.
what are the shotguns?
For
Is that like the Space Marine shotgun thingy? Or?
2 Proteus with shotguns, bikes,
Proteus is the
fast attack.
no. Proteus is the old Marine, and they're allowed to. Death Watch have shotguns. They have a bunch of like special weapons for normal Death Watch veterans,
That's wild.
which is what this Proteus is. The old squad of Death Watch veterans, and they can have a bunch of different guns. Shotguns is one of them, and it's like a. I don't
Is this like the
remember.
wacky squad where like he's saying like a bike is in there with the squad with them and
That's the whole army, Zach.
the whole army can do that still. I knew it could still though. Okay.
Yeah. The
I just haven't seen it. I don't think
that's like their thing.
Yeah.
Is regular Death Watch veterans can have like old Marine bikes and old Marine Vanguard vets and old Marine Terminators.
Dope.
The other squads are like different Primaris classifications. So you can have like
Got it.
intercessors and their stuff,
Yep.
or infiltrators and their stuff, or Gravis and their stuff.
Yeah, Death Watch is so cool. I just don't see them that much anymore, and I don't know why. Hopefully, we see some. Maybe it might just be the local meta. I hope. Once we go to Vegas,
The release
weekend,
of Death
we'll see
Watch
some.
was an unfortunate one. The way that it all played out, like in real life, was it was like the middle of COVID, and the book came out and most of the models weren't out.
The ninth ed.
Yeah, the ninth book.
The ninth ed book. Yeah.
So the book came out and most of the models weren't actually available, which was a problem, right? You couldn't get heavy intercessors, which meant you couldn't make that squad at all.
Sure.
Because you need heavy intercessors to make the Gravis squad. So all the Gravis stuff was out. And it was also sandwiched by like insanely good codexes. Like it was between Death Guard
yeah.
and Dark Angels, right?
Yeah, and other Marines, normal Marine kits were the codexes are a little more compelling at the time.
Blood Angels, right? It was like
Yeah.
Blood Angels, Dark
as far
Angels,
as
Death Guard.
how to paint your Marines, right?
Yeah.
I also think like it's a bummer. I think a lot of people, or at least we know our friend Anthony who plays.
Right.
I think a lot of people got into that army honestly for the Corvus Black Star because it's so cool, and I guess it has
And to be hipsters, let's be real.
Yeah, it's a super cool vehicle, but I guess it hasn't been very
Good.
for a while. So
Yeah, he
that's
was
a
running
bummer.
Xiphons for like years.
That was
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, that was a
Xiphons,
cool
too.
pick.
Those were
8th edition.
Also a cool pick. Yeah.
frustrating. Xiphon interceptors were
Yeah,
frustrating.
Flyers were just good in 8th edition.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Edward Burke. As we are approaching the 20th anniversary of the first Lord of the Ring film, December 19th, 2021, can we expect a game of Lord of the Rings on the channel? We have, I don't think there's any plans for that currently, but we will say that we know Brian is a huge fan of this.
He was the biggest motivator for us to do Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Having played those games many years ago, I played when the Helm's Deep box came out as a kid.
Oh,
I
wow.
played that as a kid.
Oh, really?
And we didn't play with the rules correctly. And I did not get a good impression of the Lord of the Rings tabletop game.
Yeah.
So I have residual not great memories.
I'm sure they've expanded on it, right? Have they come out with different editions? I
I'm
really
sure the
haven't
game-
followed.
They have.
Has changed a lot.
Megan and I recently picked up a little while ago the Pelennor Fields box, which is super cool because it's got Rohan and the Ghost guys,
Oh, that's
which
cool.
are like the two armies I want to play in the same box.
Okay.
And they're against the Orcs.
Rohan's the coolest.
Rohan's cool, right? So I'm also into it, Edward. So we have minis around here for it. I've got that box. I'm also super into the. I'm right. I know I'm famous for liking the Hobbit trilogy more than the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I do love the dwarves as well. So
What?
yeah, I don't know.
It's just his theme,
Are you
right?
more
insane?
entertaining. I just like it more. I think it's just I don't know. It's just more fun. What can I say?
I don't know if I like it more, that trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy.
Yeah.
But like I do appreciate how much depth it dives into like the elves and stuff.
And the dwarves.
Can we just take a moment?
Less so the dwarves. More
Yeah.
the
The
elves.
Hobbit isn't a trilogy, shouldn't be a trilogy. It was one book. It was intended to be one
Oh,
book.
that's okay. You can
it's a
change.
movie trilogy.
When you
change
split it into
things,
three
so-
and you stretch it, you're just fabricating a new thing.
They did fabricate a lot. Like
That's okay.
they made a lot of
That's-
characters.
These are fictional stories to begin with. I think it's okay to do that.
Well, it's not really a Tolkien piece anymore.
That's also okay. Is that like?
Oh, no.
Do you enjoy something
no.
because you know that the guy who like? For me, I don't. Maybe you do. I don't need like Tolkien's approval or like.
No, it's not about like his name being on it. It's about him having written it and what that like. He's an incredibly good writer.
Right. It's a masterpiece diluted.
Right.
Oh,
Right. It's like if I took a Harry Potter
the original
book.
Hobbit the book is not a masterpiece. It's a child's book.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Rings is more
A
compelling.
masterpiece.
But the original Hobbit is
But if
not
I
particularly compelling. It's just a lot of singing. There's a lot of singing.
in The
And
Hobbit,
if you listen to the audiobook,
oh, the Hobbit audiobook was
It's-
excellent.
It's rough.
I listened to that a lot as a
those
kid.
songs. They go on long.
No, it was
If we have any music theory
excellent.
nerds, they're all in Dorian mode, which means there's no tonic, so they never sound like they end. And then they just
They don't end.
They keep going.
Oh, geez, I lost an ear.
It's pretty bad.
I listened to those books so much as a child, those audiobooks. The Hobbit?
the audiobook. The Hobbit audiobook.
Well, no, but I also listened to The Lord of the Rings
Okay.
and all the Harry Potter books
Okay.
and Aragon.
We're a little off the rails, I guess, here, but I will say that, Edward, there is a lot of like around this here in the studio, as you can tell, and opinions.
It's a hot topic.
So I would definitely say that at some point, sometime, probably.
There's just so many games. We can't make promises
Yeah.
because there's so many games.
Right.
Like, we would probably play Infinity if we had the opportunity. We still haven't played BFG or Aeronautica on the channel. We still haven't played Kill Team on the channel.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Kill Team, yeah.
Like, there's
There's a long
lot.
list. There's a long backlog that we need to get through.
we still haven't gone back to Necromunda. Like, there's a lot of things that we want to do. Not enough days in the week.
Yeah. Thank you, Edward, though, and stay tuned at some point.
It's on our mind.
It's on our mind.
Yeah.
Thank you, R. Hey, Bridger, do you recall what metallic paint you used on your death shroud converted from a Lord of Contagion? Also, just bought a load of Forge Roll Custodes.
Hey.
Nice.
Blessed Sevens.
7.
And
I don't own any Death Shroud. So,
he's probably talking about Brian's that you used
Lord of
in the T5.
Contagion.
So he's either talking about
It's either
Adrian's.
Brian's or Adrian's, and those are very different.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
either talking about Adrian's or he's talking about Brian's, which are painted by a local guy we know named Brian Harvey, who's a killer painter. So we don't know.
I don't know the paints for either of those, though.
Yeah,
So I very much can't answer this
we
question.
can
I
find
definitely
this out, though.
Yeah. Message one of us
Yeah,
after, and then we'll try to
You
get back
sound
to
really
you
confident, Zach.
with one
sure,
of us.
of course. I mean, it's either Adrian or Brian Harvey. We just ask him.
I've never met Brian Harvey.
Okay, well, we can find this out.
R.
Message us. Yeah.
Like the coding language?
7.
R?
Okay, now before we get to
Oh.
these messages of renown, let's do a couple more
Is
super
that really
chats.
what YouTube called them?
Yeah.
Really?
Why?
Uh-huh,
They
yeah.
screwed up on that.
Oh yeah, that's what it's
not-
called. Okay, thank you, Laveris. Besides being able to fall back and perform actions, what would make clowns, he means Harlequins here, more
Yeah.
competitive? Would love a TM on bike or the old school mimes points change.
my
TM
gosh.
is
Troop Master.
Master.
Yeah,
Master on bike would be
you're like,
Wild.
you have better ideas than I do.
Troop Master on a bike for sure is a good idea.
That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
but it's
yes.
nuts. Imagine a succubus on a bike.
That should exist too. Frankly, that's pretty
You
cool.
Sure.
take that back.
It makes sense. I mean, like, they're both witch cult, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Reavers and succubus,
Yeah.
witches. What would make clowns more competitive? I don't know. Like new models like that, like on bike, True Master on bike, or like a flyer maybe another vehicle. Maybe like another fast attack or
Yeah.
some other slot, right?
Some kind of like little tanky,
It seems
tiny little tank thing.
intentional that they don't have
A ton.
tanks
Oh,
That's true.
or
That's true.
flyers. That like they are only ever a small raiding
Troop.
force. It's
Well,
like
That's true. We're kind of talking about almost like model line releases we want to see.
yeah.
John, let me ask, do you think that this is an army, we talk about like armies having good bones.
yeah.
Does this just really need like a 9th ed stat update to be good? Is it, I mean, it's so good at movement.
Right. It's almost perfect too. Like Harlequins still perform really well in
Yeah.
9th edition, right? Like falling back and doing actions is cool. Having the -1 to wound you don't see too often. The really great saves. They just like lack the numbers and just like throw away chaff, right? So maybe it's a points update. Maybe less of a stat update. I think the stats are fine. They have a ton of attacks. Yeah, maybe it's just like make the bare bones troop cheaper. Right now it's like, I want to say, oh man, is it 100 points for an upgraded squad? Like you choose one upgrade, it's 100 points.
So 20 points.
So they're like 70,
Yeah.
75 bare
But
bones.
it is an elite
something
army.
like that.
I mean,
It is, yeah.
Somebody had mentioned making them 2 wounds, and the more I think about it, the more
That was me, and I stand by that.
Oh,
I think it because they need to be differentiated from Drukhari. It's like when you compare a witch to a
you're
troop,
right. Yeah.
it's a difficult comparison because troops are paying for a lot of garbage.
And narratively, a troop is way more like a aspect warrior as far as how much training they've had, how
Right.
important they are in the society compared to a cavalry warrior or a guardian, right? Like they should have 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Wounds reflect not only toughness but also like prowess in combat. How long can you stick around, right?
Right. Drukhari are usually clones of like the original Eldar.
Right. The cavalry warriors, especially, right?
Wow, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe 2 wounds makes sense. Right now, it's translated as a save, like probably a better save, but
Right. I can't imagine they'll keep the 3-up invulns on their characters, and that's going to hurt them a lot.
3-up invulns.
When they lose their 3-up invulns on their characters.
Yeah.
Because their characters are kind of like missiles right now, where you hold them back, you hold them back, you hold them back, and then you're like, go, kill a thing, survive. Like turn 4, or maybe 3, you send them in, they kill a thing, and it's not worth trying to kill them because it's so unreliable through the 3-up invuln.
Yeah.
Like a solitaire, that's kind of his job in
his
life.
thing, yeah. Super annoying. Oh, I hope they make the solitaire amazing. Maybe higher strength. I would love higher strength.
I could see them getting mortal wound output
Oh.
in some ways. Like a solitaire
Yes.
should deal mortal wounds.
Yes.
Death Jester should deal
You're
mortal
seeing more
wounds.
Definitely,
mortal wounds
yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
Harlequin should be one of those. 14 points a model for troops. Bare bones.
Yeah, so they're
kind of a lot.
2 witches mushed together, and they're not 2 witches, you know?
Yeah. Like in combat, it's literally the same save.
Yeah.
Thank you, the ultimate life form. Hey, Titans, seen some rumors about new Custodes rules, including but not limited to no more +1 invuln army-wide, but gain, half, -1 damage, or
High impact damage. I don't know. Heavy intercessor damage.
damage 3 spears and axes, and Witch Seeker is getting another AP. Thoughts?
Witch Seeker is getting another AP.
So Witch Seekers are Flamer Sisters of Silence.
I see.
Or are they the sword people? They might be the sword people. But I think they're the Flamers. I mean, okay, so let's just break this down. Would it make sense for them to not have 3-up invulns anymore?
That would be
Yeah,
in line
GW
with...
GW doesn't like 3-up invulns.
Yeah, that would be in line with everything that's been coming out, right? 3 invuln is like hardly ever seen anymore. Strago, there's...
Gain
I mean, even
HI
4-up
damage.
invulns are not super common.
Yeah, it's usually like
Yeah.
a unit that like this is their thing.
This is their thing, yeah. Or like a special for like a yeah.
I don't know, 4-up invulns are actually more common now than I think
Yes, because everything
ever.
that was 3 got pushed to 4.
You're right.
But like, if you put it that way, then yes.
What else? HI damage, I don't know what that means. 3 damage spears and axes. I really doubt they're going to push a D3 damage to 3. I would love it.
That would be good.
It'd be cool. I would prefer other buffs
It's
to
gain
that.
HI, comma, damage 3 spears and axes, comma. So what is HI?
It has to do with the invuln.
I ran human.
Instead of invuln, HI.
High initiative.
It could and it could be a typo.
Happy.
The ultimate life form, if you're in chat or if anyone in chat thinks they can interpret HI, H.I?
No.
Yeah, let us know.
But yeah, 3 damage spears and axes. I don't even want that. Don't give me that. And Witch Seeker's getting another AP. I don't view Sisters as an output unit, so their AP is irrelevant to me. Unless they have like something wacky, like
Right.
they have like AP 3 flamers for 10 points a model. Like,
Yeah. Sisters are a straight utility usually.
yeah.
Okay, let's
Heroic Intervention.
Heroic intervention. Gosh, why couldn't we?
That's so
Thank
strange.
you, chat.
I could see
I'm already used
it wouldn't
to
be crazy if Custodian, like Space Wolves basically.
Like no
all
matter their
intervene.
chapter tactic, they're just always heroic.
I think it'd be cool if the size was small enough. Like if it was a 3-man squad, yes. But if it's like above, then no.
Ooh, that's
They
a
get
cool
it like
rule.
when they go down.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, it's like they can't be in a group. It's like I'm by myself,
Oh,
so now I got to be a
The
hero.
5
you
guys
know?
can't be heroes, but once 2
Right.
of them die, maybe the 3
The whole
of them.
the idea of
Yeah.
a whole huddle of people like
It's-
just
it's the three
scooting
amigo
over.
rule.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I
Right,
got you.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cute. So thank you so much for all these people. We're about to read some messages here from people who've been members.
Some
Yeah.
membership renewal chats.
Yeah.
MRCs.
Thank you, Base Dorothy, who's been a member for 12 months. Titan Premium for 12 months. 1 year of Titans. Love you all so much. What are your thoughts on the cast of the Mario movie revealed today? Which Primarchs would you pick instead? I
what?
looked this cast up today, and oh my god, it's amazing.
There's a Mario movie?
Yeah,
So
it's
that was my
animated.
reaction.
I think it's animated.
Oh,
Okay.
like
So
So
Sonic.
it's voices.
So
Yeah.
it's like Sonic. Okay.
So it's
I was
got
thinking live action.
All right.
too.
Chris Pratt is Mario. Because she's in literally every movie and show that comes out right now.
Chris Pratt is Mario?
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy is Princess Peach.
Okay.
Charlie Day is Luigi
Sorry, I don't know
That
what Charlie
doesn't mean
Day is.
anything to me.
from Always Sunny. He's the super goofy
Oh,
one.
okay.
Oh.
Okay.
He was also in Horrible Bosses.
That seems like a decent Luigi.
Oh my gosh, it keeps going. There are so many other good names in
Waluigi.
this cast. Base Dorothy,
Who's Bowser?
I looked this up. What's that?
Who's Bowser?
Bowser is also really good.
I feel like
Mario though?
I don't.
Can Chris Pratt do that accent? I don't know, man.
Okay, so Bowser is
don't-
Jack Black.
No
Yeah.
way.
Keegan-Michael
Jack Black
Key
is back.
Keegan-Michael
He's
Key
in.
is
Bridger's
Toad.
in.
Keegan-Michael Key is Toad.
I don't know who that is.
Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
You never watch Key and Peele?
Key and Peele, yeah.
Oh.
Fred Armisen is Cranky Kong, which is like I think the little isn't that Diddy Kong?
The Diddy is his son.
Yeah. It's an awesome cast. It's super cool. Very into it.
But like what?
Which Primarchs instead should have been cast as these Mario characters.
No, hold on. What does this movie look like? And how What?
I'm confused. Yeah.
like
Wait,
most of these characters don't need voice actors.
Well, you have to have somebody voice the character.
But
there's just like the jumping
like,
sound.
but why would you pay like a famous celebrity to just do grunts and filler noises?
Yeah.
There
could be some depth in the movie. You don't know that.
Bridger, I think there's going to be dialogue.
Why? It's a Mario movie.
Well, they already made one Mario movie.
Yeah, but that was like a 70s-esque Mario movie.
It was
Like, it wasn't
90s.
made in the 70s, but it was
90s.
70s-esque.
Yeah, and you cannot find this movie. Like we looked for this movie, you cannot find it to stream
The
anywhere.
original
or buy.
Mario.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
you
yeah,
cannot
because
find
the
it.
people who own the license were like, it's not. They're not going to get their license renewed by Nintendo. That movie was so against everything Nintendo stands for.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like the old TMNT movie.
It was a mess.
It's not live action. It's animated. It's animated.
It's animated. I just think it's odd that Bridger's thought is that like there doesn't need to be any voices.
I just can't picture
Like,
what
right?
the movie.
John, I love you, but man, I wish Adrian or Brian was here right now. Brian would be like,
They're just heated, like, the
I
shirt
just-
comes off. Like, what do you think?
I can't picture. All I can picture, the two things I can picture, is like stupid dialogue boxes from like the Mario RPGs.
It's hard to imagine any type of dialogue, right?
Or no, but live action. I could picture it live action, like the stupid movie they did in the '90s. But I can't picture the Sonic movie with Mario in it.
I also think, other than the fact that Charlie Day's a little short, this cast could just do the live action. Like Chris Pratt as Mario.
Dude, Jack Black would be so good
as Bowser.
As Bowser.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm actually very excited for it. And
we
Base
had-
Dorothy, I didn't even know about it, so thank you for bringing this up. I looked into it. I was like, this cast is crazy good.
We have yet to actually answer the question.
Primarchs. So what Primarch is Mario? What do you guys think?
Well, I immediately want to say Sanguinius, but that doesn't match at all.
Well, remember, they're just voice acting. The body, physical
What does
appearance,
Sanguinius sound like?
not relevant.
What fictional Primarch is being cast as a voice actor for the Mario animated movie coming up? Is the question. So, Bowser should be Horus for sure.
Or,
We're just a grumpy like Perturabo or something.
yeah.
Like a grunt.
I meant Bowser should be Horus. Horus should be Bowser.
No, but I'm saying
Sorry, these are
like,
fictional characters playing each other. It's a little confusing, Base Dorothy. Can we at least cast Mario?
that's really hard. It can't be Gilliman. He's
Who would work as a plumber? Really?
I don't think that's the angle you should
Ferris Manus,
take on
maybe?
this. I don't think that's
Yeah.
Luigi. Has to be somebody wacky, right?
Also
Luigi.
tall.
No, it's voice acting. John.
It's
They don't
voice
have to
acting.
be
The
tall.
Primarch doesn't have to be tall.
I'm trying to imagine. I'm trying to envision
They
this,
have
man.
to be a wacky character, like the Night Haunter. He's wacky.
Yeah, I think Luigi, Night Haunter. Base Dorothy, thank you for your 12 months of membership. Edward Burke, thank you so much. Also 12 months with Titans Premium. Bridger, been playing with your Custodes lists.
Nice.
Thoughts on dropping Telemon for a second Venatari squad? A second source of shooting plus Venatari are cool.
Venatari are very cool. If you have 2 squads of them, I would be very tempted to play both. But it's a lot of output, but survivability. Like if you lose,
The second squad is half as good as the first squad.
do you think so? Oh, because you only have
The
one
strat
strat.
is the only reason
Yeah.
we play Venatari.
Yeah.
So when you have 2 squads, like
You're having the shoot. You're having the shooting by taking that second squad. You're losing efficiency by taking more of the same thing.
they're just fast Custodes at that point.
This is why often like Brian, Adrian, like we've all defended so much the stratagem idea that a lot of people say makes the game more confusing, but so that something like Venatari can't do that, can't do this stuff twice.
Because then you'll
right?
see 3 every time.
You'll see three, and
Yeah.
thank you, Edward Burke, and thank you, Michael.
Good question.
For 4 months of Time Premium. Woo, 4 months of premium TTT content. You're all awesome. Thank you for all your hard work. Thoughts on Space Wolf's successor in recent White Dwarf? Is this you?
Yes, the wolf
what you-
sphere, man.
Yeah.
This is all
Yeah,
John
it's
can talk about today.
Right? I tried to pitch it. I was like, guys.
Gray nights are over.
Thursday?
Gray nights are over. He's going all in on
The
Wolf
rules
Sphere.
are actually cool. Like, I wish they were more competitive. Like, they kind of like missed the mark on like getting them on the field in tournaments. But like, it's still really, really cool, right? I tried to get everyone to play it. Like, oh, guys, Thursday, wolf spear. And then everyone's like,
We don't have
the models.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like all Primaris.
Yeah.
Successor chapter.
We have the opposite.
We don't even have like Phobos lieutenants or Reaver lieutenant.
We've only
None of those.
firstborn.
Firstborn and dreads, right?
I think it's really cool to see them doing that, though.
Yeah.
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 That's the kind of stuff we want to see in White Dwarf.
And it has like strats and relics and traits.
Super cool.
And they're all like super cool to do. I would definitely get it in a narrative game or something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, Games Workshop, we love White Dwarf. We want to love it more. More of that, right?
Yeah, more of that.
More of like just a sub-faction or something cool like that.
Although I will say, I didn't like it when you did it with Assassins. Didn't really like it when you did it with Silver Spears. Didn't like it when you did it with my Gargants. Stop putting rules in a magazine.
Okay, so different opinions, it sounds like. I'm into it only in that it just gets the rules out, right?
Although Warhammer Plus now has.
Okay, if I can buy the magazine other than just the day it comes out,
we go.
if there's any other way for me to get it, I'm fine with it.
We did it.
But
Yeah.
like, that was
Now there's like
so frustrating.
There's like a distribution problem where you need to
Yeah.
like buy the magazine, especially if you go to tournaments, you need like a copy of it.
Right.
And you would
Yeah.
like carry around a
true.
magazine, right?
I ended up
And,
carrying
like,
around, because I couldn't get the Assassin White Dwarf. I was carrying around like
PDF, right?
black and white photocopies
Oh, I remember that.
of the Assassin book, and it like had the seam in it, and I like it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
But nobody could get that stupid
But
White Dwarf.
you weren't the only one that did that too.
Right.
Like everyone
Everyone
did that.
did it.
Because Assassins were so popular at
Yeah,
the time.
and they were fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Caldor, for 12 months of Titan Premium. Free chat. What do I say other than thank you for all the good times, good talks, and hobby marathons. And thank you, Discord community, for being great.
Yeah, the Discord community is amazing.
Thank you, Caldor.
We have a great
Yeah.
community.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you're enjoying it, and hopefully you keep enjoying the stream.
And thank you, Cobra Commander, for 11 months of premium Titans membership. Hi, Titans. Will you guys post pictures of your G-rated Vegas shenanigans, please? I would enjoy seeing your tournament adventures. I'd like to suggest we could go. I'd like you guys to go up to PG-13, I think. We could post.
We might actually be able to.
Could we post up to
pull that.
PG-13?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't like.
What's the difference?
Yeah, what?
Are we allowed one?
I think it's about themes, right? So if we're like even cartoonishly violent, that moves it from G to PG-13. So
There must be some of
We'll
that.
get like Adrian like karate chopping,
Well, Adrian won't be there.
right? I'll do some karate chopping. No, yeah. So we'll record some videos.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to predict. I don't know what the schedule is. I know that Friday we have time. Like we're gonna land 5 p.m.
I want to say 3:30, but then there's like.
We have all day on Friday.
Yeah.
So we'll like, hang out with some people. We'll take pictures.
Yeah.
Maybe do like a
us
vlog.
up.
Talk
Yeah.
about our lists.
Yeah, Adrian's been yelling at us to like do video.
Yeah.
I recommended GoPros on everyone's heads. Didn't get past Brian. I tried.
So everybody was cool with it until we got to Brian.
Yeah. We got 4 yeses.
That's so Brian.
So Brian.
Brian not wanting to wear a GoPro on his head. So Brian.
The
Thank
rest of the team
you,
was down. Not Brian.
thank you, Whiskey, for 11 months of Titans Premium. He just says, "When you guys want to read this,
Zach, you got to do an accent at some point.
this is an accent. It just says woo, and there's a W and a bunch of O's,
Wow.
and then a bunch
you
of exclamation
read that
points.
in the least
I
excited
had
way
my
possible.
arms up, ready to go.
Woo!
Zach, how are you so unenthusiastic?
I'm
do you
excited
do
for this
that?
message. I'm excited for 11 months with Whiskey of Titans Premium membership from you, and 11 more to come.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Papa Bear, for
Papa
5
Bear.
months of Titans Premium, and he says, wooters.
Whoa,
Okay,
Wooters.
all right. That's
I
like
dig it.
woot,
People
but-
did not. People were mixed on what they were doing with their message of renown.
We're getting the whole spectrum here.
Yeah, thank you, Alec, Titans Premium member for 6 months. Okay.
Well, how's it 1 or
Titans,
2?
I don't know. Hey Titans, been a member for 6 months and I'm loving your content. I'm preparing for a tournament with my group and was hoping to get your thoughts on my list. With all the dice fallen on the floor of this game, it looks like Bridger should have played Dark Angels instead of Space Wolves.
Yeah, I made a mess.
Alec, let's see. It doesn't look like your list came through, Alec. So
Maybe we'll wait for next month when he gets another
yeah, good.
member renewal challenge.
Yeah, Alec, the list not here.
I'm excited to see the list, though. Hopefully,
Yeah, absolutely.
Alec, we'll remember the name
Next month.
next month. Jeez.
Here,
someone's gonna
you know what I'm
remember.
gonna? Oh, this.
You can search.
No, I
you keyboard?
can't mark this because it was a copy paste. That's okay. We will remember.
Yeah,
or
put a
Alec,
pin in it. Chat, put a pin in it. That's Alec. Yeah.
Alec, and Alec. Tuesday, we will be back. Hop in chat
I'll be back.
and send us, and just say, "Hey, I sent a thing," and blah blah blah. It helps. Thank you, William Bloss, for this one you just sent in here. Zach, if you don't like the Hobbit songs, do you have strong opinions on the Rankin Bass cartoon version? Yes, I do, William. I don't. Sorry. Okay, there's two cartoons.
There's a way.
Yes.
You remember that?
Oh
my god, it was so
yeah.
good.
So the one that the Hobbit is awesome. I love that cartoon. And then
But it wasn't all them. It was 3 parts. They did 1 and 3 in Rankin and Bass.
no, the Hobbit is all one part by one studio, and then that studio also did the last part of Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
yeah.
And I forget the name of the different studios. Is Rankin Bass the middle one who did the weird thing where they filmed people? I'm asking the wrong
No,
crowd here.
Yeah,
no. I know what
you've
the
lost me.
rotoscoping. They did not do rotoscoping. Rankin
They
Bass
did animation.
did animation. The other studio did rotoscoping, and it was less.
Well, then I love it. I love those songs, and I will say that Meg and I will watch these every now and then we get 15 birds and 5 fir trees stuck in our head for like a month afterwards. So I love it. I love I love it. And I will say, guys, go on YouTube. You're here right now.
I think I know where this is going.
10 years ago, there was just a video clip of that song when they're like chasing them up the pine trees, and the top comment was, Gandalf lights a pine cone on fire, throws it, and the top comment was like this guy saying like, "You all laughed when I chose magic pine cone as my spell, but who's laughing now?" It remains hilarious to this day to anyone who's played D&D and had to like pick their spell for the day.
That's not where I thought you were going.
No, that's where it's going. But I do love the Hobbit, the cartoon. I love the songs in that one.
Man, we're just bouncing around everywhere with
Yeah.
Well, Zach's all over the place. He doesn't know where to go.
No, as long as you're
we're right
managing
here.
it,
Sorry,
you're good,
something
you're
in my
good.
contact. Okay. Thank you, Rapco, Titans Premium member for 12 months. I can't remember you guys playing Logan in Chariot ever. Have to assume you just don't own it, oddly enough. Any other notable Space Marine characters you don't own? Bridger, do we own that model?
Not only do we own it, we played it last Sanguinalia.
Yeah.
We played it. It was him against Belschnickel? No, against Krampus.
Krampus.
Which character?
We played as Scarbrand. Scarbrand was
right.
Krampus or Belschnickel, depending on you.
Bloodthirster. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, we do
I
have him.
remember that.
He comes out around the holidays.
Yep.
Um,
But it's true. He only
he's welcome.
Yeah, he usually doesn't come out any other reason.
the only time he's welcome.
Busy making toys the rest
Yeah.
of the year.
Thank you, Vincent, for 12 months of Titan Premium membership. Bridger going to GW New Orleans Open.
Nice.
One combination of 3 Telemons, 2 Gladys, 11 Ventauris, 10 Sagittariums, 6 guards with shield would you recommend?
Well, that is too many points. I would say
That's right. What's the combination?
2
What's
Telemon, 2 Gladys, 5 Venatari, 9 Sagittarium. Rest your points on characters. If you have Sisters of Silence, maybe you don't. I would bring some of them.
He does.
If you don't, Custodian Guard with shields are your next best bet. That's the list.
Good answer.
Does he need more than 6?
No. No, he'll be way over points with characters.
Sorry, going to the previous question. Do we have any characters that we don't own?
Oh, thanks, John. Are there any notable Space Wolf or Space Marine characters that we don't own?
We need. Oh no.
We have only Firstborn Space Wolves. So that game, when I didn't know
Najal?
that Njal was in Terminator armor, it's because his Primaris is in Terminator armor. Or I'm just full of nonsense. Somebody will tell us shortly. But like all the Primaris characters we don't have because we only have Firstborn. So like Ragnar Blackmane, we have old Ragnar, not new Ragnar.
I see.
Who else is Primaris for Space Wolves? I'm sure they have a couple Space Wolf characters.
I like barely even know some of these characters.
Blood Angels, I know we're missing probably a few. Gosh, who's the guy that you can? There's like the shooty Blood Angel character. He has a Death Company version and a regular version. Dead in the Story. No. Okay, not ringing a bell.
Who are you talking about?
He's like a lieutenant. Okay.
We have Corbulo. We have Dante. Well, we have like a Dante conversion.
Yeah.
You have Astaroth.
Yes, we need it, but he's on the wrong base size, so now.
That counts. We have
Okay,
Astaroth.
all right, cool.
We don't have the Flesh Tearers guy. Gabriel Seth. We do have Gabriel Seth.
Oh, we have Gabriel Seth, and we haven't
you have
played him.
Gabriel Seth?
I don't have Gabriel. I have Gabriel Seth not painted.
Right.
Right. That's what we.
So we kind of
Don't
own Gabriel
really.
Seth. Who's left? Lamartis. We have Lamartis.
Marty's. That's pretty much everyone. It's just except for that character I mentioned. I don't know his name.
I don't know who that character is.
But chat will tell us. Other chapter.
Other Space Marine characters we don't own. I'm sure there's got to be characters we don't own, but
Oh, Tycho. Thank you guys. Tycho.
oh, Tycho.
Tycho.
That is
Thank you, Jeff.
The Lost. Tycho the Lost.
Tycho the Lost is the Death Company version. There's also another version. Regular guy.
Oh, that guy. He's here.
Alec,
He has
I
the list.
see it, and then he says, "Here's the list."
And then he doesn't.
But
post
Alec,
the
it's
list.
not. It's still not here.
Oh no, he tried to copy and paste it, but he ran out of character.
Alec, yeah,
no.
Alec, don't worry. We'll be here for a little bit longer.
We're here.
So yeah,
We live here.
take your time. Gene Stealer John, thank you so much for 6 months of Titans Premium. I've been moving, so not a lot of Warhammer getting done, but I just finished building my 2,000 points of Marines. Finally able to get painting, and I'm so excited. Feel the Tau HQ slot needs love in 9th edition. What new HQ, named character or not, would you add in the new book? Hard mode, no melee ninja battle suit.
But that's what I was
Well,
gonna
first
do.
of all, that's not hard mode because ninja melee battle is not a good idea. And I've already
Whoa,
been thinking
hold
about
on,
this.
Zach.
And I'm the resident Tau person here. So real quick, let me give my 2.
Commander
No. Not
in a
into
ghost keel
that. Yeah.
with a katana.
Not a katana again. Some kind of close combat weapon could be cool.
Be awesome.
But not a sword because there's no precedence for that in their lore.
Yeah. Have you seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That's not the Tau lore though. That's the
arguably.
Yeah. Or is it? I definitely want to see like a non-named stealth commander.
Okay.
So whether it's like a suit similar to Shadow Sun, or it's a ghost keel, or it's some kind of stealth commander. Yeah. As far as a named character, here's what I super want to see. I want to see Pure Tide, who's dead, but the Tau have this technology, like
The
they do
engram
for their
chip,
ethereal, where they manifest this character. And I actually think this could be a stunning model for the Tau because we're getting these models like the Silent King that are just like this AOS like
Centerpieces.
epic centerpiece.
Yeah.
And I think like some kind of like platform drone combination battle suit with like a holograph of Pure Tide that's like quite big could be super cool.
And so he's like giant robo destruction punchy kicky man.
He's kind of like the way
With a katana.
envision this model. If I could sculpt a model like this, it'd be like a holograph of him printed as this, and like a suit would be forming around the holograph, and that's
Okay.
like where we get the model. Like
Right.
like there's like suit chunks like about to close up the holograph.
And what sort of weaponry does he have? at his
Just like
disposal?
amazing guns,
like
because he's
Just like every gun.
fists,
I know
throw
you
some
want close combat.
shurikens.
I know you want close combat. He's got like a pulse blast that hits things in close combat.
He has he has some kunai that he throws.
No, that's not their lore. Their
He's a
lore
little
doesn't
scythe.
have anything like that in it.
And the scythe is on a chain so he can like whip it around.
He has every single Ninja Turtle weapon.
Oh, that's good. Now I'm back into it. What about you guys? Do you guys have any real?
We had a
talent?
lot. No, we had a lot of suggestions there. I think we're good.
Okay, you're good. Okay.
I think he has a point though. Like there's a lot of named characters that are locked into specific like chapters that you just don't get to see as often as you should. So,
Yeah.
having like a Ghost Keel like not named character
Not
is
named
good.
character.
Giving a Ghost Skill BS2 and character block is not a good idea.
Well, it's 10 wounds.
Yeah, but you could just make it 9 wounds. And that's not a good idea.
Just make
Then-
it. Yeah. Just don't. Then don't. I don't know.
The character Ghost Kill is less wounds than a normal Ghost Kill.
Yeah, Gilliman has less wounds than he should because he's...
Oh,
needs to
Gilliman.
be character
Gilliman
blocked.
has less wounds than a non-named primary for the Ultramarines.
Gilliman should have more wounds than a Ghost Kill, but doesn't because he needs to be character blocked.
Okay, I see. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, you'd pick your poison, right? You'd either have him not be character
Yeah.
blocked or, yeah,
I don't want a character blockable Ghost Kill.
I see. Yeah, probably not. I would
Especially
agree.
since
That's
Crisis
too far.
bodyguards are probably going to get the new bodyguard rule. And then they'll stand behind a wall, and the Ghost Kill will stand in front of the wall and just blast things.
Back to some super chats. A few more snuck in here. Thank you, Garrett Olson. While prepping for a GT next weekend, I noticed a weird rules interaction with my Sisters of Battle. Seraphim can drop in and shoot as if it was the shooting phase. Could I then use shooting phase strats for that activation?
As it's the shooting phase?
The new thing is phase within phase that you don't get strats.
Oh, they set that precedent.
That's like...
They've called it out
It's
actually.
in like the main rules or
I
something.
think I
somewhere.
remember that.
I don't think it works. I could be wrong,
Okay.
but just like I'm.
Where
wrong
could he get
all the
this
time.
for sure? FAQ? The main rules FAQ?
I think it's in the main rules, just like
Currently?
in
I
plain
think so
text.
too. Maybe rare rules
Yeah.
in the back.
So-
I feel like I've seen this also.
Yeah, this is a good question. As written, yes, like that's how it was played in 8th, but there could be a kind of disclaimer somewhere.
Yeah.
Check
With,
rare rules in the back.
Yeah. I think phase
think
within
so.
phase is like explicitly called out now, and you don't get strats.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you, digital designer. 2 parts. Evening Titans. Question for John on a Grey Knights list. All rapiers. Librarian Warlord with Pure Flame, Vortex, Psi Epitome.
Yeah, psychic. Epitome.
Psychic Epitome.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't know.
Or something.
Epitome seemed weird. Okay.
I don't know.
Nullifier Matrix.
Yeah,
Anoctu Gem.
yeah.
GMDK.
Grandmaster Dread Knight.
Grandmaster Dread Knight.
Empiric
With-
amplification.
You can read this, right? Unyielding Anvil, Sword Cannon, Silencer, PSI Silencer, Foretell
Oh.
Locus. Part 2, keep going with the list. Drago, Servitor Squad,
Nice.
Dread Knight with Sword, Psi Cannon, Silencer, 25 Strikes, and Interceptors, all with swords and staves on Justicars. Also, Demon Slayer, S2 hype.
Season 2 hype, man.
2 hype.
Dude, I'm like living in that realm. I love the trailer you posted earlier. Dude, we're almost there. We're almost on season 2. It's so long awaited, man. It's a really good list. Rapiers are really good. I like you're keeping it single detachment. I usually take 2 just for the psychic or the psychic action to get more CP. But if you're gonna not get that, at least you're keeping it to 1 detachment.
Do you remember the list? Sean?
No, I don't. Sorry. I think so far it's really good. Librarian, I agree with. Purifying Flame, that's how you do it. He's like, you should always take the nullifier matrix just because you don't want to perils in an aura. You also want extra mortals when you go off on the librarian. I would say if anything, you probably can do without the regular Dread Knight, just because I feel like rapiers you want to tech into strikes and interceptors. That's where they shine. I feel like a 5 squad can really deal with anything in the game. You just like buff them up with a chaplain or something. You do the psychic spells on them, hammer hand, +1 attack. Send them out there. They kill anything. I would take more interceptors than strikes.
Is that what you replace with the Dread Knight?
Yeah, I would take more interceptors. If he, it looks like he has 25 strikes and interceptors. So I guess 25, which is still really good.
I think it's 25 total.
Total? Yeah.
You don't get 50 Grey Knights in an army.
Yeah, that's true. So more interceptors I would take. And I would actually, I'm kind of convinced, instead of swords, I like the staves for the invuln, but halberds for the 6 strength AP2 damage, just because it's like there's a very T3 meta right now. You'll wound Admech, most of Admech and Drukhari on 2s.
25?
Jeez.
That's, how do you give, what?
It does seem like a lot of points. I guess he doesn't.
That's like over 1,000 points of, it's well over 1,000 points.
A lot of,
strikes
it's
and
just
interceptors.
really the characters that he has with a lot of upgrades, so it's not like he can't afford it. So he might be, you might be.
Right, the list looks long, but
Yeah.
like you're saying, it's just like limited
It's
things.
just upgrades.
I like it. No, I like it. I have 30 interceptors in my list, so I would take 30. Yeah, halberds are really good. I like the staves. What else?
Foretelling says there's a rhino in there.
Oh, okay. Rhinos are good. Foretelling Locust, I think is that the Overwatch? I think that's the Overwatch. I like the Unyielding Anvil and the First in the Fray. So that's always good when you have like a melee focused army to get that +1 to charge with everyone. Yeah, it's a good list, man. You're on the right track.
Okay, real quick back to Alex's list. We finally got it. Here it is. Yes.
we got it?
Okay.
The second half?
Prepping for a tournament, hoping thoughts on my list. Here's the list. Okay, Death Skull's Outrider. Oh, whoa.
Well, Zach, what are you doing, man?
Death Skull's Outrider.
Yeah.
Beast Boss on Squig with Artist Nails and Beast Mantle. 2 5-man commando squads. 2 the Squig buggies.
Yeah.
Rucker Truck Squid buggies.
2x3?
Nice. 2 groups of 3. 3 groups of 5 Storm Boys. And then there's a Goth Patrol. Beast Boss on Squig with Brutal but Cunning. 2 groups of Beast Boys. 1 group of 5 Commandos. 2 groups of 5 Squig Boys. And 2 Kill Regs.
Yeah, the Goth
That's an
Patrol
amazing
is something you don't see too often. And I think you'll take a lot of people by surprise. You guys can let me know what you think. But I think about people that are going to run kill rigs, and I'm just like, how do I deal with a T8 kill rig that has so many wounds, has psychic?
So many attacks in combat, shoots amazing.
Sheesh. Yeah, I really, as a Drukhari player, I don't even know how I deal with that thing.
You don't.
Yeah, and if you have 2, 3, like it just becomes like a huge problem of just like Unyielding Anvil.
I'm interested to see what orcs you guys come up against this
I
weekend.
mean, that list is amazing. That's a very strong list. I really hope we don't have to deal with buggy spam. If we do, I am going to have to play against it all the time. And that's
Just hide in your forest forever.
going to suck, but I'll do it. I will play against buggies.
Yeah, there's a lot of orc players. I think there was like 24, I want to say, orc players. Yeah, buggies are really good right now.
Hard to
And
imagine he'd do poorly at a tournament with
Yeah,
this
I think you're on the right track. I'm not even complaining about the Outrider detachment, just because orcs don't have a ton of great CP stratagems. Yeah, so
Unimpressive these
you're
days.
fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Not So Average Joe. List is Librarian Dread, Chapter Master on Bike, Apothecary, 10 Assault Intercessors, 2 5-man Incursors, 2 Redemptor Dreads, 7 Sanguinary Guard, 7 Vanguard Vet with Storm Shields and Lightning Claws, 5 Blade Guard Vet, and 3 Multi-Melta Bikes. How do we like this list?
Nice.
It's got good bones. I think the Live Dread is the only...
You use good bones.
No, it does. Like the fundamentals, the basis of the list is
Right.
good.
You have your apothecary, who's also should be the master of the chapter, and then he has the actual chapter master, and then he has a librarian dreadnought. Yeah, he has the 3 characters you probably want.
Oh, you want a libdread? That's the thing I would cut.
Yeah, I know. That's like the extra one that I kind of lean towards. There's also a chaplain. I would take a chaplain instead.
Yeah.
Is where I would go.
Do you do 10 assault intercessors or 2
No,
groups
I
of
mean
5?
you can combat squad them.
Yeah.
Before the game. It's weird that I would take more min squads of sanguinary guard. It just feels weird to have 1 squad of 7. I feel like it's.
Yeah, I see 7 all the time, and I don't know where.
It might
Like,
just be
why-
an even number. I don't know.
But
Why not just cut somewhere else and then do 5 or something? Is what you're going at?
You could do 4 Sangard, 5 Vanguard Vets, 5 Vanguard Vets. That's 14 of the same points models.
I see.
And like, why why not 4, 5, 5? And then you have another unit with jump packs. Because like the way Blood Angels play right now is all about sacrificing units, which is thematic. Let's be real. But Blood Angels play by like, I throw a unit out, they were given obsec, they die. What?
No, I was showing John.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like you throw models on points with jump packs, they steal the objective, they kill a thing, they die. You just do that over and over again until you run out of units. So
Yeah.
if you have more units, you're in better shape.
Totally.
Which is why you don't want things like large squads. You want squads to be exactly as large as you need them to be to do the job, and then die. And something like Libdread is a lot of points that you probably just won't ever get back.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool having that hammer that's like character blocked with the Libdread. That's why he's fun. But yeah, I would if you're gonna go somewhere else with the list or make improvements, tech more into the MSU, play the game a little more, trade, play the trading game, and yeah. And then digital designer foretelling locus is the 3-core redeploy. If I remember this one correctly, this actually is a really good add-on to take.
Have you
for
taken
Grey
it? I
Knights.
haven't seen you.
I haven't,
in a
and I
game
don't
stream.
because I think it's 30 points. It's a 30-point upgrade to do a redeploy that you don't always need, but it's actually one of the more interesting ones that they have. So I actually don't disagree with it. Let me know how it works actually, and let me know if you like it, because maybe I'll dive into it.
Guys, we did it.
We did it. We're done.
We're done.
Woo!
You guys need to get to bed.
I gotta pack.
And we need
I have to
we need
pack
food first.
2 armies. I have to get dinner. I have to. Israel's delivering the rest of Brian's army at 9 a.m. at my house tomorrow, so I have
Oh
to
jeez.
be awake.
We're
for that.
leaving. We'll leave at our plane leaves at noon.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll leave like
No.
an hour before
you're
our
coming
plane
with
boards.
us, right? Nick?
Yeah. Coming, right?
Yeah, I'll read questions to you guys. Awesome.
Awesome. We did it. We did the
We
thing.
did it. Yeah. No game Saturday.
No
That's
game
correct.
Saturday.
No game
Yeah,
Saturday.
don't come here expecting a game. Take care of yourself.
Up. Wait.
Oh, another super chat snuck
Okay.
in.
Oh no, we took too long.
Up. Thank you real quick, Felucci. First time super chat. Good. I'm glad we
Heck
called
yeah.
it then. Yeah. Long time lurker. Love the work and love seeing wolves. How do you deal with turn 1, 2 shooting lists as melee and 7 CP to Team Bridger?
Oh, thank you.
Heck yeah.
What about like getting shot off
is a good
the board
question.
on turn 1 and 2?
It's a particularly relevant question to
Yeah.
Space Wolves.
And yeah, any game you go into, you have to make sure this is in your mind when deploying, right?
Terrain is 1, right? Make
Right.
sure the
I think
terrain is
when
good.
you come up to the board, right, you have to make sure you're creating a map that allows you to hide most of your army, if not all of it, turn 1, to prevent things like that. Alpha Strike, shooting you off the board turn 1, and having like a fair game. What are some other ways?
So you said terrain and
Terrain. Yeah.
Was that
Deployment.
okay? So I would say,
Character block, right? Is big too.
yeah.
you're gonna
If you
get
have
shot,
characters that are
but-
threats,
Yeah.
you can put bodyguards behind buildings and then have your characters hanging out.
Yeah.
They get to do their thing.
If terrain is limited, maximize the space that can get shot, like infantry, vehicles, dreads, and then have your characters kind of off out and seemingly in the open, but character blocked, so you're maximizing that space, right?
and deep strike. Know what to deep strike and when to deep strike, and say like, okay, I only have so many places I can hide in my deployment zone. What better than 9-inch charge deep strike abilities do I have? Maybe I'm Space Marines. I can do 7 with a litany. Cool. Or maybe I have 9 with a reroll, which is kind of like a 7. You know. So just know how you can deliver without being on the table. Advance and charge. Know all your delivery mechanisms. Do you have heroic interventions? Things like that. Sometimes just standing on a point is enough to deliver a unit. They have to come to you.
Yeah.
It changes army to army, but there's a lot of ways to solve this problem. Armies like Space Wolves struggle because they lack most of those delivery mechanisms, and then also when they get there, they're not that much better than anybody else. They're kind of like roughly the same as something like a Blood Angels or a White Scars. So,
yeah, and even in the list building phase, transports, things like that. There's things you can think about your footprint when you are in the list building phase, just so you can min max your units there. Yeah.
Thanks, Flozy. Thanks for finally super chatting after being a long time lurker. Super cool. Okay, we did for real this time.
For real this time.
Let's say bye.
Yeah.
Right, guys.
Anything last we want to say?
I think we're good. No show Saturday. We'll catch you hopefully in Vegas. Say hi to us. Don't hesitate. But yeah, we did the thing. Catch you guys next time on the tabletop.
Bye.
Bye.